Welcome back, listeners, to Three Mass Planning. We've gotten past the fight with the Gnolls in the camp that they had been holding Delani's sister Dolly, and we are going into the thick of things and seeing how the situation resolves with the Changeling. Our promo for this week is for Dungeons & Drimbus with a showcase on their first season, The City of Jerry, which is a very interesting D&D concept that it's a homage to the movie Osmosis Jones. So, you want to try some crazy pop culture things using Dungeons & Dragons like we do. Check them out.
Meet Jerry. He may not look like much, but for 36 trillion cells, he's their whole world.
Hello, City of Jerry!
Cannuron Asa Dendrite.
I don't need luck. I was born for this.
Flu vaccine Quentin Quarantino.
Well, I might just get a little sick tonight.
Allergy pill Sergeant Benedict Drill.
We have to get down to the lungs now!
And muscle cell Tim Glutis.
Hello, boys! It's Timmy!
Keep Jerry safe.
You'll want to be around the new club tonight. The Wet Dream. It's gonna get nasty. Kisses?
Oh, Jerry.
Jerry.
My Jerry!
Oh, Jella.
Hello, Jerry. Let's get the real party started.
Timothy, how do you feel about getting your ass eaten?
No fucking way. That costs extra.
No. What if it's for the good of Jerry?
I mean, baby, for the good of Jerry, I'll do just about anything.
City of Jerry, a microscopic action adventure. Every Friday on Dungeons & Drimbus.
If you enjoyed our shows, you should also be checking out the network we're a part of, the Fun Installers Network, whose promo will be playing next, and then we'll be on to the show.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. On the frontier of the internet is a new website being constructed called FuninstallersNetwork.com, where they install fun directly into your brain, where they do collaborations with other creators, such as video game reviews, podcast episodes, art galleries, and they even do little game master tips for you who like tabletop role-playing games. So make sure to go over to FuninstallersNetwork.com and tell them that this really cool radio guy sent ya. Now back to your regularly scheduled program, whatever it may be.
There's a lot of dead bodies.
Adelar just plops down on the log for a moment to catch her breath because that was utterly insane.
Up out from the woods, finally leaving the trees.
Yeah, the two rangers that are still chained, they react like, what the fuck?
Where did you come from, basically?
Yeah.
Well, where do you think all those arrows were flying from?
We weren't exactly expecting help.
Well...
And after that bitch betrayed us.
I'll unlock the person's chains next to me. Which bitch?
She was a changeling. Supposedly. On our side.
I'm going to start pointing over to the tent where Dolly's supposed to be. I know Delani can hear it. I know Killian can hear that. And I know Aguilar can hear it.
Delani calls out, did you guys see any Aarakocra Anku looking females with a robot leg?
Undisguise yourself.
Yeah. He drops the whole disguised form to his normal form.
No, but we saw a couple of Gnolls bringing in a big pile of blankets.
All these blankets, man.
And
Delani pales at that and starts running.
And with it was a human male. I don't know, it was like really forgettable. And he was definitely talking with that bitch. With Isa.
Over the spies murmur. By the way, that is a 23 for the human's chains. For lockpicking.
Okay, yeah. He's out.
Make my way over to her. And we do the same thing.
Awesome. Thank you.
Delani takes off running.
Okay. Okay, one moment. I need to get my...
Yeah.
Okay, so...
And that's a 23 for that chain.
Okay. Is anyone else following Delani?
Well, after I undo the chains, yes, I'm sprinting.
Okay. You absolutely 100% find
Earl got 6 seconds before I go in there.
you find the nondescript male. I is standing next to him, a changeling once again. And in the blankets, you see an unconscious Kenku. That is Dolly.
Delani's going to immediately rush over and hug her.
Okay. You get within 3 feet and you notice there is a blade to her neck. Oh, the man is holding a blade to her neck.
He's always.
So, where is the one that I was talking to over my partner's murmur?
Currently sprinting around the table.
Hey.
What? Has 6 seconds passed? Because if it's been about 6 seconds, I'm about to enter.
Yeah.
Yep, here I am.
Good. You gave me eye. I'll give you this one. And both I and I will leave. Alive, unharmed, unchased.
Well, you might want to tell that to the betrayed friends back there.
I
don't have any control about them.
I shrugs. It was nothing personal, just business.
Because that's never gotten anyone in trouble at all. This is not in character. She is not there. This is just me being me.
So, we will leave. And you get your friend back. And ideally, we never cross paths again.
Ideally.
But if we do, it would probably not be willingly.
It is a small world.
Just don't do business with the Gnolls. Simple as that.
That's true.
If you want to avoid being again, just don't do any deals with the Gnolls. They're obsessed with me. I'm like that crazy cannibal they found in the woods with the hatchet and bear trap.
Well, you did mention they wanted something about your coin. And I have to admit, I am curious.
We're all curious about it.
While this is going on, Aguilar has started looking through Gnolls and such and see if there's anything there.
I will get to you in one moment.
Yes.
So, Varenz and I are leaving. Don't follow. I really don't want to kill. I will if I must.
All right.
Then on your way.
Very slowly, I steps out of the tent and vanishes into the bushes. Varenz does so very quickly. And you are left with an unconscious Dolly, who is currently swaddled up in blanket.
She's unconscious. Is she sleeping? Is she knocked out, injured, yada yada?
Make me a medicine check.
Not my forte, but we're trying anyway. No, that is definitely not. I don't know shit. That's an 8.
If you call out to the cleric, she can check.
Delani, what about you? Are you doing?
Well, I'm pretty high. I got a pretty high medicine. I got like a +4.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, you actually studied medicine.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Well, wow, that was one away from a nat 20. It's a 23.
Like I said, you actually studied medicine.
There you go.
She is breathing, but she is not doing well. There is a faint sheen of sweat. That's it's almost as if she's been poisoned.
Oh no! Oh yeah, Lenny's gonna definitely pick her up and then carry her out to the table of the. I do her. Poison.
Crap. As I'm looking at my stuff. The problem is she does not have restoration, but
Oh wait. Actually,
not yet. Give her a few. Give her 8 hours.
Okay.
they might be able to use nature and or like medicine to find like something nearby that might help like slow it at the very least?
I was about to say the exact same thing. Once you say poison, that can I roll another medicine or something to identify the poison?
Well, guys, Killian has enough in the lay of hands pool to neutralize a poison.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 HP.
There you go.
I still know nothing about Paladin.
Okay, so are you giving her back 5 HP?
I would assume.
Oh, no, you spend 5 HP of the pool to neutralize the poison.
Neutralize.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So all 5 of those hit points, instead of doing hit point healing, neutralize the one poison affecting the creature or a disease.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
She breathes a little easier.
Yay!
But she's still injured. Alexia, you said something about wanting to
identifying the poison.
Okay. You staying in the tent to search and see if you can find what was used, or
I was going to try and diagnose essentially.
Oh.
Well, I mean, neutralize the poison, though.
Well, yeah. Well, that just happened, yeah. So there's no point in...
There's not a point to doing that.
Well, and try it into a diagnose, yeah. So I may as well go back to...
Yeah, because it's done.
I may as well start looking around the camp for a poison.
Roll me investigation.
We got all the time in the world to start looking for this shit. That did not land inside the thing. It bounced. Investigation, 16 total.
Okay.
Not my best.
Yeah. Looking around the tent, you find after you go through literally tossing things and shifting, that is a lot of blanket, like about 10 blankets in total.
Why the fuck are there?
Why are there so many blankets?
I like blankets.
That's the reason, okay?
So do I, but I don't put 10 blankets on my bed.
You find a small vial and holding it up, and you realize you actually have to go outside to make any true discernation of what it is. But
Ow, even still.
Yeah, but holding it up against the light, it takes a bit, but then you almost drop it as you recognize that poison. Oh, that was Midnight's Tears. You guys got extremely lucky.
Oh,
amen. Gosh.
Amen to the Paladin.
Yeah, that Midnight's Tears is vicious.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Also one of Akoshi's favorites.
Shock. Also, it's probably expensive.
Are you guys going to tell the lady that?
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to walk over to Aguilar, who has probably a knowledge of poison to some extent as a cleric.
Yeah.
I'm going to show her the thing, and I'm like, should we tell him what we just avoided?
She's looking at it, she's like, that is...
Midnight's Tears.
Yeah, that is a rare and powerful poison.
Deadly.
Yes, I'm
fatal.
I would prefer if we could find a way to destroy it. That should not be in anyone's hands.
But should we tell him what we just avoided, essentially?
It might be, as much as I don't want to worry him more, it might be prudent to, so we can all understand the gravity of what is going on and what people are willing to do.
Yes, I think that's for the best. Though I do wish to keep this. It's a fun toy.
She just kind of like, even as a dragonborn, like you can see that does not make her comfortable. Like there's a grimace.
For the record, half his mask has been gone for like this entire time, if you've noticed.
Oh no, I don't remember you saying that. Sorry.
I switched that before I went in, so, because I was about to just jump out at people, essentially. So I was like, let me make sure I look human.
What does he even look like?
He's got red eyes.
Yeah. Natural red eyes, like pitch black hair. For what you can kind of see that's not like covered, essentially.
And pale skin, from what I remember.
Yep, very pale.
It's like he's allergic to sunlight.
Yeah, but he's not.
Squid. Okay.
You literally see him walking around in the daytime. He's fine.
Okay. She's fine that way. She at the moment it's not as pertinent as some of the other stuff. Like keep it under lock and key. That is, I don't need to tell you that that's bad stuff.
Well, of course. There's only so much I can do with it. But either way, it's very valuable.
That's true. Although I'm loath to sell it just because of what people can do with it. But
you'd be going to the black market for that.
Exactly. But yeah, keeping it on hand will at least keep it out of the hands of others. So she just kind of nod to the idea of you holding on to it for the time being, just because lesser of two evils, more or less. She's still trying to figure out how she feels about. She wants to give you some benefit of the doubt, but you're also,
yeah. You could definitely see, like, at the very least, mischief glint. At the worst, probably the assassin that you've seen in action is like vicariously like happy about possessing a vial of midnight tears.
So after that, say, what should we?
I guess we walk over, right?
Yeah, we need to let him know, and then we can look at the bodies and see about giving some of the humans of not the Gnoll, the like non-Gnolls and such proper burials. But let's go. Let Delani go first.
Yeah, it'd also be a good idea if we check any of these bodies, see if they were poisoned.
Good idea.
Well, we can do that right before we bury them. And I'll walk over to Delani and Killian.
Delani looks up. I think he got out a cloth and was the water cloth, water in the cloth. Just had his sister's forehead like a wet, like a cold compress.
Well, good news and bad news. Which one do you want?
What's the good news? Give me the good news first.
Well, apart from your sister living, I figured out what poison afflicted her.
What's the bad?
Do you know of a poison by the name of Midnight Tears?
You would be familiar with it, yes.
I think Delani just kind of goes pale.
Well, thanks to our friendly paladin, she'll be fine. But I thought you should know what was avoided.
I think Delani's silent, and he looks down at his sister for I want to say almost a good solid minute, and he goes, if we ever run into them again, I'm taking one's job wrong right into his face. He looks serious. It sounds like he's trying to sound like Akash.
Akashi?
I'm trying to sound like me when I'm like just shouting die, die, die at things.
Or just like when you say stuff serious, like, like you're being like badass. And you say something that's like supposed to like, like intimidation.
No.
I'll leave it up to you how they feel about Delani actually looking up to them and trying to emulate them.
It's going to be interesting considering I already have a hyperactive brother. He kind of just crosses his arms a bit. Delani, seriousness doesn't suit you that well. For now, just take comfort in the fact that your sister's alive and the worst was avoided.
Don't give in to revenge. I've seen it destroy too many people, but I understand your thoughts.
Oh, I understand them perfectly fine as well. I'm just not saying my thoughts on it.
She puts a wall on.
I think he just wonders like I've tried peace with these Gnoll fuckers. I'll try not to focus on revenge, but at this point, I've tried everything else. They want this stupid coin so bad. Might as well be just a pile of gold excrement from like an abyssal or something. I don't know.
You've got people who want to steal it, people who want to kill for it, and people who want to protect it. I'm part of the protection faction. Even I don't know why the uppers want it protected. But I can tell you this much. You should focus on figuring out what that thing is so you can get out of this world before you get embroiled in it.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not exactly a world meant for the faint of heart because you grow numb to these things.
Oh man, are we actually doing this? There's actually a heartwarming moment between the murderous assassin and the Aarakocra monk.
I mean, take it as you will, but there is a definitive serious warning of like, you don't want to get involved in this world. Well, the world that I'm in, essentially. You don't want to get deeper involved than you already are.
I'm just wishing I had popcorn. This is my favorite monthly show.
I think Delani just kind of nodded. I'll do my best.
Good. And Agoshi's going to walk away.
Okay.
And contemplate the witherling. Like, now, what are we going to do with this thing?
Okay. Did you want to say anything, Angela?
Yeah, she's gonna put her hand on Delani's shoulder and say, "He's right. You don't want to get involved in that more than you already are. As soon as we can get out, you out of there, we can and we should. It's not you don't want to be involved in that too much. And I've seen, and like I said, I've seen vengeance and revenge take too many lives. If they don't kill you outright, they take away who you are. But we will help you as much as we can."
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
You know, it's funny. I know we just met Adelar, but you remind me of her a little bit when she's not being a science crazy.
Our character is funny because she kind of like gets either like, I feel like she either is like big sister energy or mom energy. So
I was so tempted to have him say it remind her of his mom. I just thought that would be weird.
I mean, points at the little dragonling that she's working for.
So while you guys are all having your heartwarming talks and saving Dolly, the other...
Agoshi already fucked off to contemplate the witherling.
Yeah. No, I mean, while you guys are all doing this, the other rangers free the only other two survivors, and they just sort of just stand there like, with that shell-shocked expression of what the hell are we going to do now? It's that kind of thing. Meanwhile, the young elf girl, she rushes towards one of the bigger piles of stuff, of junk, and starts frantically going through it, very obviously looking for something. Otherwise really not paying much attention to any of you outside of just more or less keeping a general eye on where Akahoshi is at all times.
I wonder why.
But that said, now that you've got her out in the light, for those of you who met Lord Andra, she really does look related to him.
I'm very tempted to ask if she is.
Audrilar has not met this person, so she knows nothing.
Yeah.
Be thankful you haven't. Lord Andra is a piece of work.
To put it lightly.
Yes, true.
Do they look familiar other than that? Like maybe like a certain kid we rescued some time ago?
What do you mean?
Oh, I know what he's referencing. He's referencing that.
Or am I getting the name? All right, give me the name.
Remember who Andra ordered a hit on and whose kids are still out in the world?
No.
Okay.
No, she does not.
Okay.
No, she looks more like Andra.
Yeah, she looks more like Andra, more like she's related.
Okay. I have an idea. Can I roll history, like from any memory of being in Andra's mansion? Did he ever mention a daughter? Was there any pictures of him with a young girl?
You may roll history. Roll history.
That's a dirty 20.
Well, you didn't hear much related to his family. You do know that Andra has a wife and a consort. These are two very different things.
Yeah.
You know, he has three children by his wife, and you've heard tales that he has at least one daughter via his consort, Tara Isha, who rumors link to the cult of the twin goddesses. You've seen several pictures of Lord Andra and his wife. This girl was not amongst them. So either she is illegitimate or she is Tara.
The consort.
Yes. And she is very much deaf and still very frantically looking for something.
Okay. Now that I've kind of put a few pieces together, this is where I'm definitely going to walk over to the Rangers.
Okay.
So do any of you know who she is? The little girl?
Her name is Rosmira. She was studying under Jamia, and the moon elf points to the female dwarf who is now helping Rosmira to look for whatever it is she wants. She's a gifted herbalist. She knows quite a lot about herbs and plants and their various uses. Why is she?
Because she looks uncannily similar to one Lord Andra.
You notice all four of the Rangers share glances, and they become more guarded.
Oh.
If you're worried I work for him, I don't. The resemblance is uncanny.
If anything, that just gets their guard up even more.
Rip.
What business would you have with him if she were?
None. More business with her mother.
Her mother?
Well, there's been rumors that she was associated with the twin goddesses. And we so happen to have met a priestess, a tabaxi, who gave us a vision of sorts, where supposedly one of the goddesses wanted us, gesture to self and group, to find/save. My memory's a little hazy on the vision exactly, but supposedly we're destined for things. But that could be a bunch of bullshit.
They are mere rumors. If anything, Tara Isha is quite reclusive. And honestly, I doubt she'd have anything to do with a thorn in Lord Andra's.
I was just curious if she had any knowledge of the subject.
I wouldn't know. Cities aren't exactly my forte.
So our goal is to head north to find a ruin, a temple. Not still sure exactly what we're supposed to find, but supposedly related to the goddesses.
There are many things out in the wilderness that relate to one god or the other. Time, history, wars, famines, natural disasters.
But this one is supposedly due north.
There are many ruins due north, yes. Otherwise, you saved us, and I believe it is better to discuss this come morning when we have all had some rest.
We all had a good rest.
I would offer our camp, but I'm afraid we are going to be busy for quite some time, burying and burning bodies.
Well, we have a cleric of Bahamut right behind us. And I point towards Adular. She was already planning on helping with burial rites.
If she knows the rites of Sylvanus, then that should be a boon, but none of us here followed Bahamut, and I doubt he would be pleased to give his rites. I mean, if you want to help, we certainly cannot stop you. It is up to you what you wish to do.
Okay. So she is right there. I'm gonna roll religion, see if she happens to know.
Okay.
Please be okay. Okay, can it tell me what I rolled? 16.
Yeah, you'd be familiar enough with last rites of Sylvanus.
I actually know of the last rites. That's still honest. I've dealt with a few cases in my time.
Well, then your help would be much appreciated. We lost good people when Isa betrayed us.
Indeed. Sorry for your loss. How many bodies have they counted so far?
I counted at least 4.
Yeah. It's rough.
That aren't Gnolls.
Yeah.
There's at least 10 bodies, but they're...
Oh, that's way more than I've spotted.
Gosh, what?
Yeah. Well, the dead bodies are times 2.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's hard to read.
Man, that is... I figured it was going to be a little bit of a higher number, but gosh, that's rough.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of bodies.
She's going to say, with your permission, and I'd like to get started on that, as that will take some time.
Of course.
All right, so she's going to get busy with preparing for everything that's regarding that. Go ahead.
I do think we can wait until dawn.
Oh.
We've all took a bit of beating.
Well, question for Phoenix. This last rites, is there for this particular deity, is it one of those things where they need to be done as soon as possible, or is it something where it can wait till dawn?
It's something that can wait until dawn. Generally the only immediate ones that demand immediate last rites, they tend towards the more evil spectrum.
Interesting.
Just because the last thing you want is to offend the ones more likely.
Well, and the actual death gods who, want to count the souls quickly.
Yeah.
They got a quota.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, if there's any little things that need to be started up on if certain I don't know, herbal mixtures need to be done or whatever. Or this is not my forte as a player.
Yeah.
If there's something that needs to be done earlier, she can. But
yeah, it can all wait till dawn. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so you need help. You've got a talented herbalist over there and a talented poisoner here.
I think we've all had enough of poison for a while.
Yeah, one of the things that she's going to be interested in checking, unless this was already checked out and I blanked out entirely, like I said, I'm tired.
We have not checked the bodies for cause of death.
Okay, we have not checked it. Okay. Yeah, that's something she's going to be wanting to do.
We're going to do that, come morning before we do the burial rites, just to confirm the theory that probably they were either killed by the Midnight Tears or...
Well, you have just had confirmation.
Oh, yeah, that sentence kind of just confirmed it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She points at the blankets, since there's a lot of them. Do you mind if we use these to cover the bodies until morning?
Of course not.
All right. Since it's going to wait till morning, she'll go ahead and just at least make sure their eyes are closed and cover the body respectfully.
Yes.
She doesn't want any animals to get towards near them if they can help it.
Yeah. While Angela's doing that, Delani, what are you doing?
I think Delani's just focusing on taking care of, make sure his sister is comfortable on the table till they wake up.
You get the feeling she's going to be passed out for a while.
Oh.
She is...
Give her a long rest.
She is essentially, that phrase, sleep like the dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very much passed out.
Delani eventually gets passed out on the table after everything, concerning he used up all his ki and he spent that whole fight keyless, so he's beyond exhausted too.
So you're going to take your long rest at this camp and not yours?
Yeah, I think.
Well, we've got the cat still at the camp.
Yeah. We should probably inform her and take her over here because they don't believe me, at least halfway. They'll believe her.
Yeah.
All right.
No, this was like, what, 8 minutes north?
Yeah.
More or less?
Yeah, this was more or less 8 minutes.
Okay, that's easy enough. I only got shot once. Akoshi doesn't have resources to spend. He's got stamina.
Okay.
Well, I'll return in about half an hour with Robin.
And your horses.
Oh yeah, those two. I'm not good with those.
Once Aguilar, unless there's someone else that can help with that, once Aguilar is done covering the body, she can help with the animals.
Okay. So
that's what we call sprint.
Yes. And okay, I will smash cut you all back to where Robin is. Or who's going to the camp? Just Aguilar and Akahoshi?
Well, yeah, Delani is passed out. Killian's T-posing. The Witherling is also T-posing. The Rangers are tired.
Yeah. The Rangers are gathering up as many of the Gnoll body pile as they can for later burning. Okay. So, Angela and Akahoshi, you arrive back at the camp. By now, your horses have settled down and they are attempting to sleep, more or less, standing up as horses do.
Oh, those poor horses. They're about to go fucking apeshit again when we wake them up.
Oh,
yeah.
So you do it gently.
Robin is still where you left her.
She pondering the orb?
Well, she's sleeping the orb.
Well, she appears to be sleeping. So, what do you want to do first? Who do you want to wake first?
You deal with the horses, I'll deal with the angry cat.
I was going to suggest that. That's exactly what she was going to suggest, actually. So she will happily go deal with the horses.
Okay.
The horses don't try to, knock people out with orbs.
Yeah, I know. Well, she already gave us visions, so I mean, what's the point of giving us another vision without everybody else being there? What's the point?
Look. She does not understand the ways of cats. Well, this particular cat, at least.
None of us do. Don't worry. You're in the same boat. You got the horses, I'll go for the cat.
Hi.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
You go first.
Okay. Yeah, so she's gonna try to gently wake the horses.
Yeah, the draft horse definitely startles awake.
Oh,
I knew it was gonna happen.
With a neigh and a
okay, baby.
Rear as best it can.
It's all right. Nothing's around. Sit down. Just me.
Its ears flick back and forth as it gets its bearings. Your horse is just like sleepy.
Likrona is like that.
Yeah, it's probably been woken up at night before.
Yeah. Hi, girl. It's me. We need to go to another camp. I shall take you both there to make sure that they're both like awake enough that they're not gonna like trip over things, especially since they've got to take them through the forest area. I'm assuming someone took them through that, since there's freaking mines on the main road and traps in the forest.
Well, the good news is that once we get within, a certain distance, we can just be like, can someone deactivate the caltrops?
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually a good point. They probably could have just asked for them to deactivate the caltrops like earlier, but
we should have.
I will assume you did that.
She will also ask if they can like push them to the side so they can bring the horses, because she doesn't want to really get horse like caltrops and horse hooves.
Yeah, all right. Well, I will assume they have done that as well.
Cool.
Yeah, so and you're going to start packing up the rest of the camp?
Yeah.
So you don't leave anything behind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will wake up Robin.
Okay. Tell me how you're going to wake her up.
This is going to be interesting. Well, I mean, she's probably got a decent enough perception. Wonder if I whistle loud enough, will she just wake up and jump?
Oh gosh, that's so mean.
She's sleeping. She is unconscious.
I mean, I could do worse. I could just put a cucumber next to her.
What?
have you ever seen Decapitius with the cucumbers?
No.
What?
What?
So cats are afraid of snakes, right? Cucumbers, to like house cats, cucumbers look like snakes. So if the cat's like distracted and then you put a cucumber behind them and they turn around, they will literally like jump like 20 feet in the air.
Oh no! That's my babies.
Because they think there's a snake there.
Oh, that's so mean.
Like they genuinely get terrified for their life and they will jump literally like 20 feet in the air if it comes to it.
Oh.
Okay, so how are you waking Robin up?
Please don't break her with the cucumber. We don't hear mad.
Well, we don't have a cucumber here. We don't have cucumbers.
Okay.
Well, unless we have it in the provisions, but I don't think we do.
No.
I don't think they'd keep.
Not really.
Robin, time to wake up.
Are you just saying that?
I'm more or less saying it loudly.
Okay. How far away are you from?
At the tent door.
Okay.
Definitely, she's 100% in earshot.
She stirs, but otherwise gives no indication of weight.
We're moving to a safer camp. A lot of rangers there.
She stirs more with a groan.
Yeah, sounds like a cat.
Don't make us carry you.
And for the briefest moment, you see, instead of the green eyes that you've come to know her as having, you see blue. And then she blinks again, and it's back to green.
Do I know what this was? Do I have any idea?
Could be disguise magic, could be illusion magic. You don't know.
Do I even know if it was magic? That's the other question.
You would assume it's magic because this is a high magic world.
That's probably true.
Like, if it cannot be explained ordinarily, most people just go, oh, that's magic.
Mm. That is a very good catch-all.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's too early for this bullshit.
Yep, it is. Cry about it some more on the way to the ranger camp.
Oh, wow, you're actually human underneath that.
Surprised?
Perhaps. And she slowly stands up with a nice big stretch. A ranger camp, you say?
Yep. 8 minutes north where the Gnolls used to be.
I really hope I don't find anything. Stab wounds in them again.
No, mostly arrow wounds this time. And Great Club.
Right. Well, I'm going to the cart. Let me know when we begin to move. And she takes herself to the cart and goes back to sleep.
Yeah, I was about to say, she probably curls back up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Okay, so...
I'm not sure if she knows I saw the blue eyes thing. I will definitely ask her about that later.
All right. And then...
when she's less moody, if that's possible.
Yeah, but to say, like, so far, the moods seem to be moody and more moody.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you guys pack up your camp and make your way back to the ranger camp. And by the time you do all that, they have more or less made a path amongst the caltrops that you can go through easily enough with the horses. Okay. Yeah, they have piled up the dead gnoll bodies more or less off to one side around, just off to one side. But otherwise, that's like everything that can be done in the morning is going to be done in the morning. They are tired. They are exhausted. Rosemira and Jimmy are nowhere in sight. They have more or less retreated back to one of the tents. And otherwise, once you guys get settled down, you get a long rest and you are leveling up to level 4.
Yeah.
Nice. We like levels here.
Yes.
Yep.
Goal of that entire boss fight. Don't let that mage cast any spells more than she has to.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah.
That boss fight slap.
I was really honestly prepared for her to cast like a level 4 spell on us. I was honestly expecting it.
Jeez.
Well,
at the very least, I thought she was going to do like called lightning or something.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
And I will cap us off with, after you've finished resettling yourselves, it is a long rest, and that is the end of the episode. Thank you.